Good morning, Coach Craig here. I've been working in tech for the last couple of decades, and I help entrepreneurs who are builders to not feel boxed in by the systems that they've created. If that sounds interesting to you, I've got links in the description. Please just feel free to reach out. So today I want to talk about the idea of how builders and the unique abilities that you have, and unique ability is a Dan Sullivan term, the thing that you do that sets you apart, that makes you different than your peers, and the fact that you build, those two things in combination, because both of them impact the environment that you're in. And I just want to say a little commentary about why I haven't been posting. I've been building. So one of the things that happens for me personally when I get into builder mode is I build, and I'm just like, go, make the next thing, and I'm intense about it. And so when I'm building, that environment, if I'm around other people who are also building, then there can be social commentary. Like at the end of the day, you can have you can come together and say, wow, that was really cool. What did you build today? Oh, I built this. Oh, what did you build today? I built that, right? And so you have actually a common language when you're a builder to be able to talk to other builders. If you're around peers who aren't producing and they aren't really in their zone and they're not building, it becomes very awkward. And it becomes awkward because you're throwing something into their environment that makes them very uncomfortable. And so as a builder and someone who produces results, you end up you make yourself unique. So it's like your uniqueness becomes a side effect of the results that you produced. So it's almost like you have a unique motivation and set of capabilities that's like high skill, high interest, and that causes you to produce massive results, and those massive results put you in a category that is unique from other people. And so they all kind of tie together, where if you're firing on all cylinders and you're really utilizing your capabilities, then results are going to be inevitable. And so the idea is you need to be chasing your unique ability. That's the root. That's the thing that's going to give you the energy to produce the results. Because if you're trying to produce results and you don't have the skills, you're going to be frustrated and it's not going to be sustainable. If you have lots of motivation and enthusiasm, but you don't have the skills, then you're going to be just learning. And, that's fine. That's good. Growth requires learning and constantly stepping outside of your comfort zone. But you are not going to be producing the results that someone who has high enthusiasm, high skill is going to be producing. And that's where you want to be. You want to spend your life in that winning box, right? High skill, high enthusiasm. And so when you're there, you're going to produce results. Other people who are also intending to produce results, but they're not, for whatever reason, are going to feel really uncomfortable. And so you have to be comfortable with them being uncomfortable, because the only other option is you could hold yourself back. You could mask the work that you're doing. You could do more than you actually say you're doing in order to make them feel good. You could, you could somehow suppress the things that are, maximal expressions of your unique ability. And none of those things are good for you. And they're not good for other people also. And so being a disruptor doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, and you're not intending to be a disruptor. That's not your goal. Your goal is to work in your high skill, high enthusiasm cubbyhole and just produce results. That's your goal. And so the side effects of that, you kind of need to learn how to stop paying attention to, and just keep doing your thing. And so that's hard, because especially if you're also a highly sensitive person and you want to have a community of peers that you enjoy being around, I'm here to tell you, you're not going to find that unless everybody else is also a builder in their zone. And that's like an optimal place to be, where everybody's a builder and everyone's just doing their thing. And it's like, man, we're a community of people producing things at a very high level, right? And that's kind of the optimal state. Very rarely does that happen. And so this ties back to entrepreneurship, because you're going to have people on your team. If you hire people and you want people also to be builders like you, sometimes they're not going to be at the level that you're at doing the thing you do. And so your job as an entrepreneur, in order to get them to live in their high enthusiasm, high skill box, is to unearth their unique ability. And it might not be yours. In fact, you might not want it to be yours. It's very important for a business to have lots of different people in different zones. But yeah, watch out for that and make sure that, like, ideally, you need to look around your environment when you stop building and take a look around and go, wow, everybody produced so much work. And like, I didn't even, like, just because out of their enjoyment of producing the work. Like, that's the ideal situation. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Just know that you can't be sort of in the same group at the same level and produce at your optimal level at the same time, unless it's that rare situation where everybody is producing at their optimal level. Coach Craig out.